Okay, this is the part two of the understanding the vision of Ezekiel. Uh, those that have the passage with them or the chapter with them is in the first chapter, and notice that it talks of why I say it's a B-52 because it's talking about four living creatures, but each of them has four faces. So you have to remember that the pilot controls the plane, so it looks like a man. Why it says it looks like a man because it's not sure, because those kind of planes they actually use masks, because that B-52 it actually is a stratospheric plane which goes very high. I don't know if that's a word, but I hope it is. And so it says it looks like a man. It has four wings. We know planes have four wings, and it says it has wheels within a wheel. So it looks like it has a wheel in a wheel, which is, we know wheels have two wheels inside of them, one that has air and one that is just the rubber. And it talks about the rims that's on the plane's wings, and it says the man's hand that is beneath the plane because it drops bombs, and a man controls, which is the pilot, controls the dropping of a bomb. So we see, if you take your time, you try to see that Ezekiel is trying to explain something that is in the way future. He knows what is it. It says it's like a cherubim, but he doesn't know what it's called, so he's gonna call it a cherubim. But he's explaining to us like children what it looks like. So if you go to Google Images, you will look at the B-52 and you'll see that it has a nose of a calf. Sorry about that. And a lion, it looks like a lion. So a lion devours. And if you see that plane when it's still, it looks like a lion standing. And a lion devours, like I said just earlier on. So those planes were made to destroy. It also has the feet of a calf, which is a cow, and you see the way the planes would have the wheels. I would say the legs of the wheels. I don't know what the part of that plane is called, but it would look like a calf standing, or maybe a lion. It looks like an eagle, and it also has a man. So it has the likeness of four things. It also says there's like crystallite, which is glass, which is above his head, which is actually a window or the windscreen of a plane. It also talks about he saw someone like a man sitting on a throne with a rainbow. Now, if you could Google image the cockpit of a B-52, you would see that there's all color lights all over the place. It looks like a rainbow. It's like all colors, especially the color red. It's all over the place. It says it looks like the throne of God, which means the throne of God is going to have colors around it or lights around it or something like that. So what I believe that they're talking about four B-52s that's going to bomb Israel. I'm not talking about the people Israel. I'm talking about the nation of Israel as we know it, which is Palestine. Why I think they will bomb Palestine? Because they will find out that when God becomes king, they will find out that the Jews are liars. So they're gonna cause four. The Americans are gonna help with that. They're gonna drop four because God is gonna be king of all the earth. So he will be controlling all arms of warfare. Everything is made for him. So in this vision of Ezekiel, it's stating that they're gonna drop four nuclear bombs on Israel because the meat were not the Hebrews. We're talking about the cooking pot, which is Israel. God said that they were not the meat, that other people would be the meat of that cooking pot. So all we need, what is left, is the flame. So this is the second part, and maybe I'm gonna have two more parts after this, or maybe one more part after this about the understanding of the vision of Ezekiel. So what I would ask you to do is to Google image every of the parts that they talk about this living creature, and you gotta understand that you need wisdom to understand the dark sentences. You have to be able to understand the dark sentences, because all those symbolic, the mark of the beast and all those things, the book of Revelation, the book of Isaiah, and all of them, they all had prophetic words in it for our time, and you all had to use wisdom to be able to understand it. If anyone thinks they could just take it literally to understand, then you're completely wrong. Wisdom can make you misunderstand a lot of things. Wisdom has two faces with it. It will show you something very dark, will lead you to the dark side, and there's something that will lead you to the path of God. And I think that's very important. So I hope those that's viewing this video are those that actually have wisdom and could understand what I'm talking about. Well, I'm going to stop here with this video, and I'm going to come back with more videos about where is Zion and a lot of the other mysteries of the Bible that I've actually found out. So, yeah, have a good night. See you soon, Israel, in Zion. It's going to be a great time. Time is very close. Have a good night.